Do you only know the notes on the low E and A strings, while the rest of the fretboard feels a bit foggy? Or maybe you've tried memorizing it string by string and it just never stuck? Well, I've got you covered. In this video, you'll learn an effective visual method to unlock the entire fretboard using just two simple shapes. Even though it's an easy visual method, you'll still need to practice it for several minutes every day for it to sink in. It's not magic after all. After we break down this method, I'll show you an effective exercise to fully internalize it, so stick around. Before we dive in, here are the things we need to already know before using this method. First of all, you'll have to memorize the notes of the open strings. From the 6th string to the first one, it's E, A, D, G, B, and E. You can use the following mnemonic phrase to help you remember. 88 dynamite, goodbye Eddie. Also, you'll need to memorize the notes on the 6th and 5th strings. Most likely you already know most of the notes on these two strings because of the bar and power chords, but let's review briefly. Each fret on the guitar represents a half step, which is the smallest interval in Western music. The thing we need to remember is that every two notes are a whole step apart, but with two exceptions, E and F and B and C, which are a half step apart each. So taking this in mind, let's play together the natural notes, no sharps or flats, on both 6th and 5th strings, from open string to the 12th fret and back down. I highly recommend saying or even singing the note names along with the playing. It really helps to internalize and connect the names with the notes. Once we've memorized the 5th and 6th string, we can move on to the rest of them. So instead of memorizing all notes on each remaining string by order, we'll memorize each note in turn and play it across the entire fretboard using two shapes. This method is more effective because it forces us to leap to different frets on different strings, forcing our visual memory to start working for us. Once we've memorized strings 6 and 5, we use each one as a corner of a triangle. Let's play the note G for this example. So the first triangle's corner is located on the 6th string, and if we're looking for G, we play the 3rd fret. To find the second corner, we simply go down 2 strings and up 2 frets. So in our case, it's the 4th string on the 5th fret, which is also a G. The third corner is the easiest because the notes on both 6th and 1st string are the same, only 2 octaves apart. So it'll be on the 1st string on the same fret as the 6th, which is the 3rd fret in the case of G. For those of you with sharp eyes, you can see the caged E shape hiding in this triangle. The second triangle's first corner is on the 5th string, so if we're playing the G note, we go to the 10th fret. For the second corner, we go down 2 strings and up 2 frets, just like in the first triangle. So in our case, it's the 12th fret of the 3rd string. For the third corner, look back at the first one on string 5, go down 2 frets and play the note on the 2nd string. The second triangle is wider than the first. Try visualizing the cage system's C and A shapes combined. Now's a good time to remind you to hit the like button and subscribe if you find my content helpful. So there you have it, the note G on all 6 strings. These two triangles will help us find, of course, every note on the fretboard because the intervals between the strings always remain the same. For starters, I recommend you to find the notes up to the 12th fret, and after you feel comfortable with them, tackle the higher octave beyond it. The 12th fret of each string is the same note as it being played open, and the markings on the guitar are the same if you pay attention. 3rd and 15th frets, 5th and 17th frets, and so on. I really recommend you to practice this daily as a warm-up. Each day select a different natural note, without sharps or flats, and find it across all 6 strings using the 2 triangles. Try scrambling the note order a bit. Use this. Now for the more advanced exercise I promised you earlier. To take this one step further, after we play the note we chose using the triangles, we play it by string order. from the 6th string up to the 1st and back to the 6th. Once you're feeling comfortable with this, try adding the sharp and flat notes. Sharps take the note a half step higher and flats a half step lower. For true mastery, try this exercise using a metronome, keeping a consistent BPM. Here's an example of me playing this exercise at 90 BPM with all 12 notes, using the circle of fourths as a reference to what note to play next. Now the key here is patience and consistency. If you practice this for just a few minutes every day, I promise you'll start visualizing the guitar neck much more clearly. Now that you can find any note on the neck, the next step is connecting them into essential chord shapes called triads, which are a great tool for both comping and soloing. Watch this video right here, where I break them down and play through 3 case studies with tabs on screen. I'll see you there.